Is the motion seconded? I call the member for Warringah.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And I proudly again second the member for Indi's bill around disclosure of political donations Bill 2021. This bill will increase transparency of political donations by reducing the threshold for disclosure of political donations from $14,500 to $1,000 and increasing the reporting frequency to every quarter for $1,000 donations and above, and within 5 days of donations above $14,500. Currently, there's already a double standard between the timeline of donation reporting between independents here on the crossbench and the major parties. I welcome these changes. For too long, money has been hidden from view and from public scrutiny. We do not know who is paying for access to politicians and members in this place and influence over decisions. The Big Deal documentary, recently aired on the ABC and viewed by many around the country, has shocked many Australians. There's no doubt that money plays a disproportionate impact and role on Australian politics. It was revealed that over 55% of donations to the ALP and over 65% of donations to the Coalition were undisclosed. The unashamed portrayal of cash for access and influence was and remains horrifying. As the Clive Palmer the United Palmer Party from Clive Palmer spends obscene amounts of money advertising its deceptive platform, we are at risk of upheaval like after the US 2020 election. We've already seen it with some rioters in our major cities against COVID health orders. Transparency is essential to good governance and public trust in democracy. Our democracy should not be for sale. At the last election, only 25% of Australians had trust in the federal government, according to the Australian National University, an all-time low. And I would suggest that the events of this parliament has done nothing to help that trust. I have no doubt that the lack of transparency contributes heavily to that. And I urge both sides of politics, major parties, to embrace this bill, to embrace reform. We have seen an all-time low when it comes to accountability and transparency. And there's always a lot of gaslighting. There's always a lot of statements made by both sides of politics, but very little action. It never translates into actual legislative action. And that I strongly would say to this parliament and to the Australian public, that is what the crossbench is delivering. We are looking at the reforms, the governance that needs to happen in this place to ensure we raise the bar. We need to raise the standard of Australian federal politics. It's absolutely time for this place to earn the trust of the Australian people back, and we need to reveal where the donations are coming from. There needs to be transparency. Our political system, our democracy simply should not be for sale to the highest bidder. So I thank the member for Indi for bringing this bill to the House. Today is a day where integrity and standards are being pushed by the crossbench. We are seeing a number of legislation, from lies in political advertising to donations to spam to an integrity commission. These are all important questions of governance that need addressing. And I urge the members of this place to debate and vote on this legislation and others presented today. I commend the bill to the House.